Hey folks, Rebecca back for another video. Today's topic of choice, since it is a little bit past halfway point for 2019, I decided that I would do a 2019 financial goals update. I had been seeing a couple other YouTubers put these videos out, and that reminded me that, oh yeah, I had these financial goals that I set for myself in 2019, so no time like the present to check in and see how I'm doing on those, since we're about halfway through 2019. So, to remind you, I had 3 financial goals that I set for myself, and the first one was to get 2 more of my debts paid off by the end of June 2019. When I started in January, I had 4 debts left. I had the bed that I financed, I had a balance transfer loan that was at 0%, and I had my car and my student loans. And y'all know that I actually met and exceeded this goal. I did pay off the bed and I paid off my balance transfer loan by the end of June. But I'm going to say that I exceeded this goal because not only did I do all of that, I also saved myself a bunch of money and a bunch of time by refinancing my student loans with Earnest. Y'all, referral link is down in the description box below. If y'all need student loan refinancing, look into them. It only took me 20 minutes to save me thousands of dollars. So, met and exceeded that goal. Goal number 2 was to become solidly net worth positive, and I've definitely met this goal. If y'all are following me on Instagram at Quest of Fire, I also have a link to my Instagram down in the description box below. Give me a follow over there. I don't post very often though, sorry. I'm not very good at Instagram. Anyway, I wanted to become solidly net worth positive, and I use mint.com to keep track of all of my accounts, and Mint will automatically track your net worth as well. So in January, I was actually in the negative as far as my net worth goes. I was in the negative by about $5,000. So if y'all are following me on my Instagram, you'll know that I posted recently that I have actually crossed the $50,000 net worth milestone. So it didn't even hit me when I put that post up on Instagram, but y'all, to be in the negative net worth at the beginning of this year by $5,000, and halfway through 2019 I am in the positive now by actually $51,000 now. That is insane. My net worth has gone up by over $50,000, and I have not paid off $50,000 worth of debt, y'all. That's why it's a good thing to track your net worth if you aren't, because if you've got a lot of debt to pay off like I do, it really can feel like such a grind. And, you know, debt payoff is just one aspect of your financial health. Tracking your net worth can be a really encouraging thing to do if you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut just paying off debt. So yeah, the reason it jumped up so much really is multifactorial. I did get a lot of debt paid off so far this year. Also, I began investing a little bit more. My home value has risen some, and my retirement accounts at work so far this year has been going pretty good. They've been rising pretty well. So all of that factored together into a really big jump in my net worth so far for 2019. So second goal definitely met and exceeded. I'd say I'm solidly net worth positive now. And then the third goal I had, which was the biggest one, and I knew it would probably be the hardest one to achieve, and that was to put $30,000 this year towards my debt. Now, in 2018, I put, I think, a little over $27,000 towards debt in 2018, so that's what sparked this goal of mine to bump that up and try to push for $30,000 in 2019 towards debt. But y'all, to be completely honest, this goal of mine has somewhat morphed, and I don't think that I'm going to meet that goal, but I'm okay with it. I'll tell you why. But just for the sake of completeness, where do I stand on my debt payoff so far for 2019? As of the end of June 2019, I had put $14,000 towards debt, a little over $14,060 towards debt. Now, if I wanted to be on track to meet that $30,000 goal, then I would have needed to put $15,000 towards debt for the first 6 months, right? Well, in June, y'all know that I decided that I was going to try to start investing a little more heavily. And I also decided that I wanted to try to max out my Roth IRA that I opened with M1 Finance for 2019. I don't actually have a dedicated emergency fund, so the reason for wanting to max out my Roth for 2019 is multifactorial. One, I would like to use it as an emergency fund if I really needed one. And two, guys, investing is just so important. You cannot get time back when it's gone. When this opportunity for investing into my Roth IRA passes for 2019, then it's gone. I won't be able to get that time back. So I'm trying really hard to max out my Roth by the end of the year in 2019, so that way come 2020 I can focus on maxing out my Roth IRA for 2020. I know I do have time to put contributions into the 2019 Roth in 2020 before April 15th, but still, I'm just trying to get it completely maxed out by the end of the year. So, because I decided to start investing a little more heavily, in the month of June, I actually chose to invest $1,020 of my own take-home pay into M1 Finance. Some of that was the general investing account I opened, and most of that was the Roth IRA. So if I had chosen rather to put all extra money towards debt, then yes, actually I would be right on track for meeting that $30,000 to debt goal in 2019. At the end of June, I paid $14,060. If I had not invested, I could have put that $1,000 towards debt, so that would have put me right at $15,000, and I would have been on track. But this goal has changed. I'm not sure how much I'll actually be able to put towards debt this year, but I am not going to change my mind about trying to max out my Roth IRA for 2019. It's just too important to get that done. So I'm going to do that. Whatever I end up putting towards debt, I will consider a win for 2019, because honestly, even if I wasn't investing at all right now, I don't know that I would be putting a ton of extra money towards debt, because the house situation has come up, and we might be trying to sell our house here in a few months. So because of that, any extra money that I have right now, I'm actually holding back and just saving, because I don't really know what's going to happen with that situation yet, and we may need some extra cash to work on home projects and things. So I'm saving back extra money right now. If at the end of the year it looks like we won't sell maybe until springtime, then maybe I'll make a big lump sum payment, who knows. But anyway, that will wrap it up for this video. Those were the 3 financial goals that I had given myself for 2019. And so far, I would say, hey, 2 out of 3, I'm doing really well. And honestly, the third goal that I had, that $30,000 towards debt, really isn't a goal anymore. It's just morphed into its own thing. So, yeah, overall, I am pleased. I would love to know down in the description box below, how are your 2019 goals going, financial or otherwise? Being that it's 6 months in to 2019, now is a good time. If you've forgotten about those New Year's resolutions, those goals that you set for yourself, now's the time to try to take a look at where you're at and see if you need to make some adjustments. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, y'all. I will catch you in the next one.